Hey guys, it's your boy N.G.O.s here. Hope everyone's well. Back with another video finally. Really behind my plans and schedule that I set myself. If you saw yesterday's video, part one of this, about my list, where I talked about my timeline in point number 10, where I said I wanted to wake up at 8 or 9 o'clock. I was so tired in the morning, I didn't get up till like 11 or something ridiculous like that. So unfortunately, I was like 2 or 3 hours behind schedule. And then for whatever reason, I had lunch, so I didn't factor in that to my plan, so I should have perhaps been a bit more conservative with my time. So I haven't managed to do hardly any writing or plans that I did plan before. But anyway, never mind. Just try and make the most of what I'm doing, come what may, as I say. I was thinking as we're approaching May, I'll use that saying, come what may. I was reading about what that means, which is apparently whatever happens. I think it means something like whatever happens, my duty is to make sure I do my best, or something like that. I don't know, but I don't know if I quite got the saying. But anywho, so I'm hoping my work in the future will benefit people in Asia. As I say, this stuff I'm doing at the moment, or the talks I'm doing, and maybe inspire people. I don't really do much reading myself, but inspire people to follow or read works done by people from Asia, or just support projects to do with Asia and things like. So if I inspire a few people, that'd be great. But I was thinking that again, I don't want the intro to be too long, as I've said in my previous videos, but I did want to say that I've been thinking that a project or a plan doesn't work overnight. Like, so in the past, when I wanted to run a business, and I always used to think things would just happen, not that you have to make them happen. So I think that's one of the biggest mistakes I made, and like thinking that you can make money overnight and things like that. And a lot of people talk about the get rich quick schemes and things like that, but it's difficult because I want it done so yesterday or even yesteryear, as I was thinking, but it might take 5 or even 10 years for projects or plans to work. So I'm hoping it'll be as quick as possible. But if I put it out there and say come what may, then hopefully it'll benefit as many people as possible and bring positivity. On a negative note, like the weather's been like miserable the last 2 or 3 days, and like the last few days of April. But to be fair, ending on a high note on that point, we have had quite a good April, considering April's supposed to be April showers, where it's supposed to. We're here in the UK, they call it April showers, where it rains quite a lot. So, but as we haven't had too much rain so far. But anyway, I want to get on with the list because I don't want to chat too much. But anyway, so on to point 11. As I've been talking about, I hope to find something new to do, new ideas, or as I say, any suggestions or anything like that can help me think of a new perspective. I know I'm a creature of habit, and I often say I have lots of new ideas and things like that, or I think it's a dyslexia thing where we have a lot of ideas normally. Generally speaking, obviously, not every dyslexic person is the same, but there's an entrepreneur, business person called Theo Pathetis who's got dyslexia, and he said he's never come up with an original idea, and I would have thought that's what would have helped him in business, creativity. But apparently he's not that creative, and he's never come up with an original idea, but which is quite strange. I would have thought that's what the dyslexia part, then that would have helped him. But anywho, so but I'm always coming up with new ideas or thoughts, but it's just like how to put them into practice. But I'm hoping to find new things to do and think of. But I am hoping to actually improve relations between what I call the four. Please refer to my other videos to see what I mean by the four. But I'm hoping to improve relations and support inventors, investors, encourage investment into those areas and groups, people of colour networking together as well, generally, and that sort of thing. To support groups like Asia at the moment and things like that. Number 12, I hope to inspire and motivate as many people as possible to reach their full potential, especially in Asia, as I say, and disadvantaged groups and communities, and try to empower them, things like that. Number 13, I wish I had more time and energy and things like that. I wish I could get up earlier and need less sleep and get things done. I normally think of something negative for 13, but I hope to think of some of the dark side or negative side, because I was saying I want to cover the good, the bad, and the ugly about Asia as well, because as I'm focusing on Asia and that sort of thing. There was a point I was going to say, but I've completely forgot it again. Anywho, 14, I hope for what I call the four again, to work on solving problems and how we can network together and tackle problems in the future, and just generally, as I say, working together to solve problems and things like that. Number 15, I hope to like prioritize and think about my main goals and what's most important and what are the best things I could be doing at certain times and things like that. And I also hope to, I dream to listen to, or hope to listen to Asian people's aspirations around the world, especially in Asia, from the diaspora as well, and how we can network together, and especially to empower Asia and help people with their political goals. And I'd love to interview people in the future from Asian backgrounds around the world, especially in Asia, say about their political dreams and goals, and like a voice for Asians, where they talk about their political goals or their dreams or their opinions about things and discuss and debate opinions, and also Asian nations to host events like the Oxford Union here in the UK. They have like debating events where they invite people around the world, and I hope that if Asia hosts those events, then it will inspire more tourism and people to spend money in Asia and things like that. So hopefully it'll benefit Asia more to host those debates on things like reparations and things like that, and hope to focus on what I'm trying to achieve, and then look at what are the best ways to achieve those things. As I talked before about trying to get as many Asians with dyslexia especially to become millionaires or even billionaires by the year 2030, and just generally support Asian projects in all sorts of areas, as I say, politically, business-wise, their poets, works done by Asians, architecture, and all sorts of things like that. Number 16, again, hope to hear from different people's ideas and suggestions and see how I can implement things, and hear from people who have more experience or more success than I've had, that can inspire and guide me, maybe even mentor me to help others, helping me to help others as much as possible. Number 17, I hope to talk more, like do more stories instead of videos. Instead of lists. Like talking about stories from my imagination, especially on Mondays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. And like talk about how I hope those stories will inspire people from Asia and things like that. And perhaps look at copywriting some of those stories, I think, or helping like licensing the ideas to people from it, like not licensing the ideas for free, but making sure they benefit people from Asia. If you know what I mean. Number 18, I hope to possibly read up some positive affirmations and read them out on my channel on some of my videos, so that I can hopefully make the world a better place and lift people up, uplift people, whatever you call it, like inspire people, motivate people, and encourage people, be positive, be a force for good, and things like that. 19, I hope to support Africans to become Africa to become the #1 place for software development by 2030. And number 20, I hope for Africa generally to become the #1 place for technology generally by 2030. Or if I manage to achieve that before that, that's a bonus. But that's the sort of goal I want to work towards. That hopefully, like encouraging governments in Africa to invest in their technology sector, and also like from tourism, they can invest that tourism money back into technology, which will hopefully help the economy to grow. And also generally people from Africa supporting each other and learning from each other and networking together in technology. As I've talked about before about Asia, like 4 billion people working together towards goals. Like in Africa, I think if 1 billion people, and I've never mentioned this before, but 1 billion people working together in technology, I think could do great things. And I hope they use this time in solitary, or whatever you call it, in isolation, to like sit in a room and try to update their tech skills and network together. So hopefully I can encourage as many people as possible to support African technological development and support Asia in other ways. Sorry, lost my train of thought. Yeah, I'm hoping like by sharing videos about African software and technology generally, it might help somehow. And also like donate, like YouTubers from Africa or African backgrounds who want to support Africa can donate to some of their profits from their YouTube channels or whatever other projects or whatever money they can donate, as many people as possible, especially from the diaspora or people of colour and that sort of thing, to improve relations and black people around the world, especially to like send old laptops or PCs, what people can fix, which people can fix and use and that sort of thing. So anyway, I hope to go through that in more details in future, because I don't want this video to be too long. But as ever, I'd love to know what you think. Please